So, it's audition season. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Martinez and you are at the home of the Forever Theater Kid, where I upload content that is based on my life. This is a theater lifestyle channel where I am giving you all my tips and tricks and a bit of my life for being a performer, whether it's cruise ships, whether it's touring, or whether it's trying to do the New York thing. I got you. I hope you'll stay. Welcome. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to upload twice a week, but who the hell knows what I'm doing? And we're at that time of the year again where, oh, by the way, I'm wearing my Own Your Stigmas sweatshirt. It's called, I'm in a birthing position right now. It says coffee, dogs, and mental health. Because we gotta talk about negativity today. And we gotta talk about living your truth. How to handle negativity. I've done a video like this, but I did this years ago. I wanna say it was about 5 years ago at this point. It was when I first started YouTube. I was at a rough place, and I am fully aware and fully accepting that in filming this because I was going through it and I was about to go to therapy at that point, and I wish I was still in therapy now because, you know, therapy is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It really helps you just like use your life skills and work through things that you don't even know you needed to work through. So I think therapy is a beautiful resource. I just wish it was more affordable and healthcare could cover it. Right? Am I right? I mean, this would be the point where I'd be like, and this video is sponsored by them. God bless. Talkspace doesn't know who I am. But hey, Talkspace, if you want to get on this train, I'm here. So I just wanted to chat on how to deal with negativity, especially in the audition space. Because I feel like I'm at a better point in my life now. I have more experience under my belt. I understand both sides of the casting room a little bit more now, just since I've had more experience in the professional performing world. So I just wanted to give that to you and give you some advice on how to get through it. This is just some big sister, Aunt Emily, leader of this community's advice to you. You can do this. Just like any job, just like any career, to get into it is really, really difficult. What's very specific about the performing arts, the acting world, and the singing world, and really anything in entertainment is that we are constantly trying to vie for our spot. We don't just do an interview and a follow-up interview and then maybe get the job and then stay at that job as long as we choose to, or before, you know, we get fired. What's this hair? What's happening? Here, we'll do that. Oh, it's not that bad. Cute. We're not in that game, right? That's the 9 to 5. That's the normal way of doing things in life. We as actors and artists, we're on a contract to contract basis. So we are constantly thinking ahead of time. We can't always just appreciate the now. Can't always appreciate the wonderful circumstances or maybe the wonderful shows that we are in, because we always have to be looking towards the future. What's coming next? Will I be able to pay my next monthly bill? Because am I gonna get paid for this artistic project? And it's really scary and it's understandable. It's not a quote unquote steady job, but when we're doing it, it gives us so much fulfillment. So we're constantly vying for our spot, right? We're never guaranteed. Honestly, like even the biggest Broadway people, I still see them at auditions. They're still auditioning. Yeah, they've got a little bit of a heads up and they've got agents that are constantly getting them in, but they're still auditioning too. So you're not alone in this feeling, sometimes feeling really rejected or not wanted or imposter syndrome. You know, sorry if the lighting's weird, the sun's going in and out, we got a lot of clouds today. So you're not alone. So just know that. I want to start that at the beginning of this. These feelings that you have, you're never alone. You're down in the dumps during audition season. Audition season is a grind. There are constant auditions that you're going to. You're getting up early, especially if you're non-equity. You're getting up early, you're waiting around, and a lot of the times you're just waiting to know if you're even gonna be seen. So the feelings of not being enough and not feeling like you're worthy are so, so strong. I just need you to remind yourself that you are strong and you are enough. Sierra Boggess, she has this incredible mindset and she does a lot of these talks and gives this advice, And I honestly, this is a mantra, and I'm giving this to you as well. Every time I'm about to go into an audition, I kid you not, I do this, especially this season, and it's really helping me. Anytime I feel like I'm not enough, anytime that I feel like I don't belong, anytime that I'm just so nervous and my anxieties are kicking in right before I go into the audition room, I like clear area on my chest, I put my hand on my chest, and I repeat what Sierra Boggess's like mantra that she gives to like all of her students, and it really helps you guys. Just start breathing. I take some deep breaths, I feel my breath, I feel my heartbeat, and I like try to match like my breath with my heartbeat, and I just like try to slow it down, and then I just repeat to myself out loud, because it is proven that when you say positive things like out loud rather than just thinking them, it switches the part of your brain, part of the brain that actually like holds on to that information rather than just like letting it pass by. So what you say is, you are enough. You are so enough. It is unbelievable how enough you are. Those words again are from Sierra Boggess. I'm not going to claim them as my own. Tell yourself out loud that you're enough, that you deserve to be there, that you have a place. And as women, it's really, really hard because we see these men come into the room and people are fawning over them because there's just less of them. People are gonna swoon and fawn all over them while we're like lining up by the hundreds in the same dress with the same hairstyle, because we're all trying to like do our own thing but adhere to the script and, you know, just trying to follow the rules and blah 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 blah. So it's really hard for women. It's so difficult for people in the queer community who are trying to figure out where they feel most comfortable to audition, especially people in the trans community who I can't speak to this experience, but I can only imagine that it must be so difficult to go to a call and not feel like you belong because you identify differently than others. The space of an audition, that is such a weird realm, and it is not real life. And I think if you try to think of that as it's just part of the job, it doesn't have anything to do with you as a person, it really doesn't have to do with anything you as a performer have to offer. Auditioning is just a skill that you just have to keep doing it to feel more comfortable in it. I really think that people lie when they're like, oh my god, I love auditioning. Oh my god, like, it's such a chase, it's such a game, I love it. I think those people are full of shit. But if you think about the audition space like this, it might help you because it's starting to help me. But again, we're only at the beginning of audition season. We're not into the grind in the winter. Like, the sun is still shining. It's what, 5 o'clock, and we still got sun. Like, I don't have my ring light on. Like, that's how much sunlight we got right now, okay? Vitamin D, thank you. What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? If you try to start thinking about the audition experience like this, it might help you. If you go in to an audition as prepared as possible, if you know the cut of music you want, or a couple of different cuts of different songs, and you feel really confident in them, if you've got your resume and your headshot all stapled together, or at least printed out and you'll staple them there, if you come with tools that help you feel less anxious, whether it's like a stress ball or a journal or a book or your favorite podcasts or some things that just make you feel like, okay, like I've got a hold of myself and I got this. If you come prepared with that in your toolbox and you feel like you've done everything that you can, you feel like you've got that down, and you go into the room and it doesn't go your way, you still done everything you can. Everything else is like not in your control. You could have a accompanist that's never seen your music before and they're trying their best to help you, and the song doesn't go your way. Although don't come for me on that. I'm filming a whole other video on audition etiquette and how to speak to everyone in an audition, especially your accompanist. So don't come for me. I'm just saying that possibility is there. You might have people on the casting side that are not in a good mood that day. Maybe something really insane is happening in their life. You and the casting team, you both have a job to do. So if you go in knowing I did everything I could, I prepared as much as I could, I worked on my songs, circumstances, nerves got the best of me, the environment got the best of me, I couldn't sing over the piano, like those are different things that you can't control in the moment. And sometimes you just have to breathe and just let it go. It's so much easier to say that than to actually do it. Sometimes you just gotta like let it go. I've heard this before and I didn't believe it for a long time, but I do think that they want you to be what they're looking for. You know, like they don't want to have to be doing auditions for hours and hours on end watching the wrong people. They want to find that perfect person for each role that they need, and they're hoping it's going to be you. And so you can't control that. Like you could literally be the next Kristen Chenoweth walking into an audition room and you've got brown hair and you're 5'4" when they need someone who's 5'3". Sometimes calls are so specific like that and you cannot control that. So you just have to go in knowing that like who you are, like I said, is so enough, and as long as you prepare, there's not much else you can do. Finding something to do after your audition, whether that's meeting up with a friend, going to a thrift shop, calling your mom, watching your favorite person on YouTube. Find something to do that gives you joy after an audition if you can. I know a lot of times people are like sprinting to work or sprinting home to their family, to their children. If you've got kids and you're auditioning, which God bless, I bow down to you. It's so impressive to me. Or write in a journal or something. Like give yourself something that fulfills you after your audition, so your audition is not the main part of your day. It takes up a good amount of your day to go to an audition and to hopefully be seen at an audition. That's another thing. You can't always even control if you're being seen, and that blows. It does. It blows. It sucks. It's awful. But sometimes you can't do anything about it. People don't get it. People don't understand how difficult it is to audition every day, and you should be given an award every time you go to an audition, because not only is it difficult to just be an actor or a singer and be on a stage in front of hundreds of thousands of people sometimes, and like opening yourself up to ridicule and opening yourself up to like people's opinions when you didn't even ask for them. People don't get how difficult it is, and I'm here to tell you, like, be proud of yourself for even going to that call. Be proud of yourself for getting up and getting your name on that list, even if you didn't make it to that call. You know, be proud of yourself for doing the damn thing, because a lot of people choose to stop, and that's okay because it didn't give them joy anymore. But if you've decided that, no, I'm gonna stick it out and I'm gonna push through this negativity, give yourself a damn pat on the back, because you deserve it. You deserve to be told, yeah, this is really hard, but I'm gonna keep going because I got some dreams, and these dreams need to make some sense to me at some point. I'm not making this video to tell you that I've got it figured out. I might look back on this video in the future and go, this Emily was strong, and I'm going through a really rough week right now. I'm going through a really rough time. I'm going through a really rough year. Hi, me right now. I feel good right now, so I feel like this is my time to say, you can do this. The negativity, the hard times, you're gonna get through them. In the auditioning world, just keep pushing. And I'm not saying this because I'm doing a show right now. I'm not saying this because I've had a couple of callbacks. I'm saying this because I feel like I have a different outlook on life now. Now that I'm a little bit older, yeah, I'm married. That's awesome. But also being married has given me a new perspective that like there's so much good in life, and there's so much you have to offer and to learn and to grow from. If you feel like you're going through a really rough patch in your performing life and nothing's happening and you haven't gotten that call in a while, your agent's not booking you, or you don't have a great relationship with an agent, or you can't freaking get an agent, this too shall pass. You just have to keep believing that it's possible and that you belong here, because you do. There's room for all of us at the table. There is. We might not all be in the same production. You might find that there's a different version of performing and a different version of theater that you're involved in. It might be backstage. It might be working the administrative side. It might be performing, but it might be performing for free. It might be doing community theater where you're not making money from it, but you're creating value and you're changing people's lives and you're making other young people want to do it. Your worth is not determined by your part. Your worth is not determined by the jobs that you get. Your worth is not determined by someone saying next in the audition room. Your worth is here, and you're so worthy, and I'm so worthy. And they're so worthy, and she's so worthy. If you're kind to people and you go into an audition room with the idea that you just want to share this part of you that you love so much to those people behind the table, what an opportunity you have to share what you've been given and what you've worked for and what you've trained for and what is part of you. What an opportunity you have to share that with everybody else in that room. Don't give up on yourself before you get into that room. Don't do it, because you're the only one that's there rooting for yourself. You're the only one. And that can be a really scary thing, but it can also be an empowering moment. You belong there, you belong here, and if you need to just vent and you need to like get away from that audition scene and you get a bad vibe, come back to my channel. Come here and laugh at me be a fool. Because I know that feeling. I know that feeling so hard. And I don't want you to feel that anymore. So if that means you come here and watch me be a fool, doing some stupid trending video, then I want to do that for you. Because you deserve to feel happy. I deserve to feel happy. That's really all I have to say. I hope I helped you in some way. If I did, or if you have any other advice that you could give to other people, please say it down below, because I'm just one person. More perspectives and more words of wisdom are so welcome down below. I won't keep any hate. Lift each other up, especially in the comments. Lift each other up down there, because we all need it from time to time. It feels odd to say, but if you want to watch any other videos of me acting a fool, living life on stage, go check them out over here. But most of all, please subscribe. Become part of the Forever Theater Kid family, because we're all here to help each other, and I want you to feel like your best self, because you're so worthy whether or not you get the part. So just know that I love you. There's so many others that love you too. I hope you'll come back home the next time I upload a video, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye, friend.